Hello
Hi,
and welcome to Luna.
and the Druid.
We are here together in my studio and we're super excited because today it's a day where we're going to talk about the moon. So Luna loves it.
Yeah,
The reason we decided to talk about the moon is inspired by the Fool's Journey. This week we're moving into the moon card, which is the number 18 of Major Arcana. So that has inspired our today's topic. Not to mention that the full moon is totally ahead of us. If you can hear some funny noises, my doggy is actually killing a toy hedgehog. So just try to ignore that. He's
yes,
having so much fun.
yeah,
Well, Hare full moon. This is the full moon in May, which occurs on the May 23rd, which is on Wednesday. And it's a full moon in Sagittarius. So maybe I'll start with explaining what is it about and how you can use its energy. The Hare full moon, the full moon in Sagittarius, the Sagittarius being a fiery sign, is a time of expansive growth, seeking truth, and balancing intellectual and intuitive wisdom. The key aspects and spiritual meaning associated with this event would be, first of all, adventure, exploration, and quest for higher knowledge, as well as the truth. Um, the Sagittarius energy will bring these themes to the front. Sagittarius being ruled by the Jupiter mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit later. Um, this is the best time to seek truth, to seek answers, to expand your horizon, as well as embracing optimism. Have some fun, enjoy, because Sagittarius is a really fun sign, really fun energy. They love to play around, but they also love to kill you with their truth. I know a few Sagittarius, and the truth is very important to them. So right now at this time, I keep forgetting that I have you here. It's so exciting. Sorry. um, the Sagittarius is a sign of, like, he's a philosopher, he's a seeker, and this full moon encourages to pursue the truth and wisdom, to look beyond the mundane of life and seek higher understanding. So it's a great time to do rituals and meditations, to go within. Another good aspect is embracing optimism, freedom, being free spirited, embracing that side of us, which we all have, embracing that adventureness of the aspect of Sagittarian energy. So it's a great time to embrace those qualities, as well as fostering a sense of hope and willingness to explore new possibilities, push yourself out of your comfort zone, as well as aim and fire for your goal. It's a really good time actually to create a space with releasing what doesn't serve us and what no longer serves us, and take advantage of the aiming of Sagittarius. Another important aspect is balancing intuition and intellect. With the sun in Gemini right now, which is very focused on logic, this full moon encourages integrating their inner knowledge, intuition, but also rational thoughts, the logic, the communication aspect as well. It's pretty important. And last but not least, letting go of limitations. Sagittarius doesn't like limits. There are very free spirited signs which just love their freedom. They love to have fun. And this is the time where I would truly recommend to tap into that energy. It's a fantastic time to do rituals. And actually, we have a surprise for you today. We designed a ritual which connects the energy of the moon and the energy of the Hare Moon specifically to bring all those aspects together. But on that, a little bit later. I'm just going to quickly go through what's going on in the sun, actually, because it's a very interesting time
Especially for the
right
two of us,
now.
Luna.
Yes.
Because
We are-
today, the 21st of May, we're moving into Gemini.
Yes, that's correct.
And
So
and
it's
we
our season.
it's our time.
Yes. For those who don't know us, we're both Geminis. That's why we love to sit here and talk to you
Yeah.
and talk with each other. And trust me, we spent the entire day today and there wasn't a minute of silence. To be
Not at
honest.
all. Not at all.
I'm going to use my notes because I don't want to mix everything. I don't feel as super comfortable about talking about astrology and remembering all aspects of life. So I mentioned the sun in Gemini. And Gemini and Sagittarius are the signs which are on the opposite side. So Geminis and Sagittarius are always great friends. We love adventures. We're very similar in many aspects. I have few Sagittarian friends, and I have to say the fun I have with those people is just unbelievable. So yeah, Mars squares Jupiter right now. And why is it important? Because with Mars in Leo, which squares Jupiter in Taurus, can create a little tension between assertive action and expansive growth. What does it mean? This aspect will encourage you to make a bold move, because Sagittarius is a very bold move. It's a fiery sign. So it loves to move. It loves to be bold. It loves to be seen. However, you can notice a cautiousness against overextension and recklessness. So, as much as you will feel the boost of confidence, there will be some aspects which will hold it back. It's just the energy, so remember to push through it. Venus trines Neptune. Venus is in Cancer right now, and it forms a harmonious trine with Neptune, which is in Pisces, and Neptune loves to be in Pisces, so that's a good placement right now. So it's enhancing creativity as well as compassion and spiritual connection. So it's good to meditate, as I said earlier. It is a really good time to go within and connect with the higher energy, with your spirit guides as well, in order to find more motivation, more inspiration within each other. You may notice around this time that ideas start to come to your mind, and it's great to use the energy of Sagittarius to take action towards that. Sagittarius loves to take action. Right now, as I mentioned it before, because Mercury, which is our ruling planet for the Gemini planet, which is responsible for connection, for communication, but also the logic, the aspect of the mind, as well as hands. That's why I move my hands so much when I talk. This planetary placement is facilitating deep and transformative conversations as well as insight. So talking by people, you may discover new things, you may discover new aspects about yourself, about life, and like hidden truth may come up to the surface, and you may notice making some profound mental shifts. And I can say myself, recently I'm going through a deep and powerful healing, and the insights which come to me, I just ask a question and spirit guides are bringing me the answers straight away, which is fantastic. So please do take advantage of those energies and connect your mind, your inner guidance system, your intuition, and just make them cooperate together, because this is the time to take advantage of both the logic as well as the intuition. But full moon in Sagittarius, it's not always about the astrological aspect. It goes deeper. Um, why is it called Hare Moon?
Yeah, it has many names, but most one of the well-known other ones is the flower moon and the
Mm.
hare moon, and that has to do with the time we're in, the seasons. The fields are flowering. We see outside flowers everywhere, wildflowers everywhere,
Bunnies everywhere.
and we see bunnies everywhere. Yeah, there's a lot of hares are there. It's related within the Irish and the Druids tradition with the month May, which actually is called La Bieltana,
Mm.
the festival of Beltane, or Bieltana as we call it here. So it's the moon in May is related to fertility, growth, transformation, birth, young born rabbits,
Mm.
and yeah, and of course the hare is also connected to the moon as a nocturnal creature. You see hares in the
Mm.
daytime, but hares live are night creatures of the night as well. So they come out at the full moon. So there's
Didn't
a
know that.
yeah
Hmm.
there's well, when you drive home at night here, you might occasionally see a hare at night. I see them
Interesting.
at my road up the mountain.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
I see them during the day most of the
yeah.
time.
Also, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
But
Well,
you
and
mentioned
they
that.
live in the dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
in
so true.
holes.
They
Yeah,
do live in
yeah,
the
yeah.
dark.
And so when we talked about it in the Bieltana edition already, you have the fertility rites, you have the maypole coming up, you have the
Mm.
festival, the 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 merrymaking, lovemaking stuff coming on right now. So that's it's the time of the year when the hare is yeah, procreating when they're
I think the entire nature world is doing that.
that's it that's it that's it.
But
Uh,
bunnies are famous from it. That's so true.
Yeah, they are bunnies and hares and everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's one of the main things, and yeah, and from there on, um, when we move into to this energy of of creation of novelty, we go look for it within as well. So find our inspiration,
Mm.
find new inspiration because we are now really settling in the summer. Ireland only has one or two seasons, summer and winter,
So
and the other
true.
three, the other three that are not present will come during the day and be there for a few minutes and
Yes.
leave again. So the fleetingness, and so this is the time when the month of May, when we really make the transformation from winter into summer, and nature and everything, and even in people, we see this inspiration blooming and coming up.
Yeah, blooming
Yeah,
is the right word. You can see all of a sudden from nature being still in a sleep, slowly being reborn. All of a sudden, everything's super green, super colorful, all
and
the
it's
flowers.
yeah,
It's so beautiful right now. I really love the month of May, especially towards the end, which marks the Gemini starts of a
of
Gemini
course,
season,
our
because
season.
of that blooming, because of that rapid growth. And that's why it's so important to take advantage of this energy, because it will guarantee you rapid growth in whatever creation you take on board.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So it's a time to really manifest. It's a time of manifestation. Nature manifests, you manifest, you create, you bring out new ideas, you write down plans for the near future, and start manifesting them. And like you said, um, it's really noticeable. It goes so fast that it looks like from one day into another, nature is suddenly there again. The like it was. Oh, last time I drove here, there was there were no leaves on the trees, and all of a sudden everything is green, and
Mm.
you can see nothing but trees.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Also, there were plenty of holes in the road, and now all they're
There,
gone.
yeah,
Rapid
yeah,
expansion,
yeah,
rapid improvement.
yeah.
The doggy
Oh,
is just chewing on the
on your
shoelace,
shoe.
having some fun. But as long as she's quiet, it's
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. So yeah, from our traditions, we really we embrace this time of year. We celebrate. We fire. We do fire. Yeah, all kinds of rituals happen in the
Hmm.
Druid world. Yeah,
Hmm. What else do Druid do around that time? What is important from the Druidic aspect?
yeah. It's like I said, to really embrace this fertility idea, and and the growth, and I think it's also a time for celebration.
So if you're
A
trying to
time for
college Druid and they won't pick up the phone, they'll be busy.
yeah, also a
Like
time for
rabbits.
divination.
Hmm.
Read the cards, or read the stones, or read tea leaves, whatever you're doing. Um, you know, normally you wouldn't do like a reading every week or every day,
Mm-hmm.
but this is a good time to
Hmm.
really manifest, or really be inspired for what's coming this summer.
I love how those aspects I was talking about from a typical astrological point of view and Druidic traditions are actually the same. It's amazing
Definitely.
how things intertwine and the different approaches usually sometimes use different words, but they all describe the same thing. And it's important to take advantage of those energies because it will help you to grow and expand.
Yeah, yeah. And of course we look into the aspects of the moon, like even the ones that we see in the tarot card.
Mm.
uh, the moon in the tarot represents the Hebrew letter of Kof, which means the back of the head.
Mm.
And the back of the head is the unconscious or the unseen, which of course is one of the aspects of the moon,
Yeah,
where the moon has its dark side, the side we never see from Earth.
that's amazing. Also, the back of the head is where the soul star, the chakra responsible for our connection to past life,
Yeah,
is placed. So that's interesting. That aspect of
yeah.
not seen, not known.
Yeah, and that's in a good way, but also in a way that stuff remains hidden,
Mhm.
and sometimes we have to investigate what is hidden, what don't we see, what's below the surface, and or find the path between two dangers. What you see for instance, in the card,
Mhm.
the moon card here, we see the two towers representing, of course, the tower always represents the destruction and the thing, but we also see the two canines, the the dog and the wolf, and the path leads between the towers and between the dog and the wolf.
I love
And
this card.
yeah, and what you don't see, uh, how would you approach the path forward? Is it dangerous to walk between the two, or
Let me
is it,
bring it closer.
yeah, or is it safe? Is it dangerous or is it safe? And can you believe in the faithfulness of the dog, or do you believe in the danger of the wolf? But the wolf is also, of course, a protective animal of their own species, and a helper, and a spirit animal.
Yeah, mine, for example.
Yeah, that's it. So lots of druidic elements are there, and we
Yeah,
have
we said the dog, and
we
the
said the
dog. It
dog.
has activated the dog.
That activated the
Hello.
dog. Look, here's a picture of you
Yes.
with a wolfie. Yeah, dangerous. So our
I'm
producer,
getting jealous.
yeah, take
Come
her,
on.
take her.
Yes, say hi. Oh, yes, cuddles. Yes, we were busy and there was not enough cuddles today. Yes? Okay. You can stay here.
And it's the time of healing.
Healing. Hmm. Tell me more. How could we take advantage of that healing?
So the nurturing of the sun heals our bodies.
Hmm.
The nurturing of the sun revigorates our bodies after the long winter when we all feel exhausted and everything. Um, we're we're open. We start healing again. We start coming back again, and and we talk about healing the land actually.
Hmm. Speaking of that, Jan is as a druid. Could you actually, that's a very good topic to talk about. Could you explain more of the healing of a land in druidic practice? What is it about, and how do you do it? How
Yeah,
do you approach
I
that?
think the first, of course, the first important thing is, why does the land need healing anyway?
Hmm.
But that's most of it, of course. If the land is sore, if the land is sick, if the land is wounded, it's done by our species, the
Yeah.
humans. And the thing when you need land healing is when you live on a certain plot of land. You live somewhere, especially in rural places where the land is and nature is still manifest. We have the seen world, and we also have the world of spirit and the unseen world. And
Mm.
if we destroy the land, and sometimes if we destroy structures on it, like fairy forts, or if we destroy certain trees, like the hawthorn, owners of those pieces of land suffer. They get strokes
Mm.
of bad luck. And we have had many experiences where farmers destructed ancient structures, where they removed hawthorn trees, and uh, we're even led. I know stories from the past that it even led to death and stuff like that. And that's
Mm.
where, um, when you are a person that acts like that and acts like that, interacts like that with the spirit world, you're probably not able to make amends with the spirit world again. And
Mm.
that's where you could, for instance, ask someone who, with intention, with some magic, with some ritual, can reconnect that, can fix that.
That is fascinating. And how do you recognize that, apart from obviously the destruction, obvious destruction, but how else you can recognize that the land needs healing? This is fascinating.
Yeah, yeah. Well, first, the owner of the land needs to recognize it themselves, that they
Mm.
did something wrong, and and really want to make it right. Then when we go somewhere, we use the rods. So just physical stuff where we can see where the ley lines are, where energy places are broken, or for instance, where a standing stone was thrown over and crossing a ley line, or a fairy road, or a spirit road. We look the location of structures of houses on the land, and
Mm.
we work from there. And it always ends up with us performing a ritual where we ventilate our intentions by spoken words, by thinking. We ask,
Mm.
of course, the owners, the people who own the land. Can you actually own land? But okay, you can. That's a totally different
Yeah,
question.
I know what you
But
mean.
owners of land, um, they have to be present. They have to be there as well. And yeah, we just do a ritual to heal them, to heal their connection with their land, because that's what they broke. That's what it's like, breaking family ties. And yeah, that's
Mm.
that's that's how it works.
Interesting. I feel
Ritual.
sorry for the owner of the land over there. When they did the new fencing, there was a lot of trees
Oh
being
yes,
pushed.
yes, 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 yes.
Oopsie,
That's
that smells
always
like a bad karma.
that's always yeah, yeah, yeah. Be cautious about it.
Mm.
Always be cautious what you're doing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think we've lost that need or awareness of how much we are dependent on nature, and it's important to co-create with nature because we can build new stuff, we can create. However, it needs to be in a respect with nature. And very often, especially here in Kerry, unfortunately, we do see lack of respect to that Mother Nature. Many farmers, even though the earth is feeding them, literally, it brings their living. They hate nature. They see nature as their enemy, and I really don't understand that, but it's not for me to judge, I
It's not for
guess.
us to judge. No,
Yeah.
no, but
But it's sad. And when they were doing the new all the fencing around here, that was really, really deeply felt by me. because I was missing that respect to nature. It was just the bulldozer came, pushed everything like it would mean nothing. And I was so angry for so long. Yeah, but then I realized that by bringing negative energy, I won't help. So I changed my approach and I started to send waves of love and healing energy into that land. And what happened? Everything's beautifully restoring right now. Everything's regrowing, which makes me really happy. All the flowers are back. All the blackberries bushes are starting to grow again. And what's really important, interesting, the trees which were just pushed down, some of them were broken in half, are still growing leaves, which shows me the power of nature, its
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah.
We as humans mean very little compared to the force of Mother Nature. We can be swiped in the just blink of an eye
Yes,
with
we
one
can.
catastrophe. And I think it's important to remember. So if there is any issue on the land you have your house on, you live in, you know who to call. The Ghostbusters,
Druid busters.
Druidbusters. Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's beautiful. When I was growing up, the dowsing with the rod was pretty popular, at least in my family. We all knew about it. It was commonly used, especially by my auntie, who's a farmer, and she was always checking if the land is going, it's in the right direction. There's no lines and everything. But later, when I was growing up, this it's started to people, I think, started to forget about it and didn't take that aspect under consideration anymore. So I'm super happy to hear that it's still going on, that you're actually practicing it,
Yeah.
because it's fascinating how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would occasionally, if someone with a chainsaw walks around our neighborhood,
Mm.
I would address them. And so, of course, sometimes it's against their fears. You say, what does this little work of me? Uh, what does it matter in the whole world? I said, yes, there's 8 billion people in the world. If they all think the same, we have it destroyed in no time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it shows the power of the opposite. If
yeah,
we make small actions, we will change the world just like this, because we can't change the entire world, but we can change the world around us. And very often our actions can inspire other people to do the same or similar. And just like that, the world will become a better place if we only become more thoughtful of it and pay more attention to Mother Nature, because it's not just our world. Actually, as humans, we're just one species, and look how many animals are around us. And we don't own this place, even
no,
though as humans we think we do, but
yeah.
it's not the
It will work
case
against
at
us.
all.
Yeah,
And it's interesting how this conversation came up, which only shows the power of the full moon and the intentions it brings with this healing and everything. And I hope this will inspire at least some people to be more thoughtful and take nature under consideration in their daily actions.
bingo. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you said it.
Now, you mentioned the moon card,
Yeah,
and I think it's the perfect time to talk about the moon card itself.
yeah.
As I mentioned at the beginning, the Fool's Journey. This is our series we do about the what can we learn from the aspects of the card. But let's talk about the card itself.
Yeah,
Me as Luna, obviously, I
yeah,
love
you
the
love
moon
it. You
card.
love it. I have another lovely moon card from a
Mm.
Tusk clone. Uh, yeah, where we even see the Kundalini energy from the earth coming upwards, and uh, yeah, maybe you can pick some as well. While I talk about the card.
I'll leave it for the Fool's Journey, actually.
Oh, shall we? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a good
but
idea.
let's talk about the full moon moon
The
card.
moon card. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why is it? Why do I love it? Because it shows the hidden aspect. It's the connection with subconscious. In my favorite deck, the image of the moon is to see it, watch our fool's journey, which will come around probably on Thursday. But anyway, where I'm going with this, the image of the woman being underwater, and the water represents emotions. So it's that. being deeply connected within. Those are the one of the aspects I love about.
Yeah.
Obviously, we see only one side of the moon, and it's actually the reflection of the sun. So there is
Yeah.
that sometimes illusions as well. Uh, what is
Yeah.
your favorite aspect of the moon card?
Illusions, even nastiness or spirit, mental violence and stuff like that are
Mm,
related to the moon card. What I like in my favorite deck is that's a toss, where you see the the ups and downs, the graph, the waves of the cycles of the moon. So
mm,
representing the high priestess, the feminine side, uh, the lunar cycles. That's so important in a woman's life,
absolutely.
and so that's represented there. Um, a very interesting aspect I always think of my moon card is that you see a horizon, but the horizon in the toss is transparent, and when the moon is out behind the horizon, you see the sun coming up. And of
Yes.
course, that's always when these elements of hidden stuff of anger yeah, of mistreating, when
Mm,
they are there, there's when you're at the dark night of the soul, when you're at the end of it, the star has already been there, and the sun is coming up again,
yeah.
of course. And because the moon card in the major arcana is between the star and the sun.
Yes,
So when
that's
the
correct.
stars are out, and so
Mm,
the star is number 17, the moon is number 18, and when you see in the moon card that the sun comes up, that's actually the next
the
card again.
next card,
And
exactly.
so I love the concept of how it was built, and how you go from the hard times to, yeah, to this slowly towards this
Mhm.
top time in your life.
Not to mention that the moon is the feminine energy and the sun is the masculine energy. However, some people say it's the opposite, but I resonate with the lunar energy being the feminine. Said Luna.
Yes.
And I love this aspect in the tough cards you mentioned, because the moon is actually reflecting the sun card, uh, and one can't live without the other one. And it's a lovely
Yeah.
connection between those two energies on that
Yeah.
particular
And then
card.
and paradoxically, so they are opposites, but they're also partners.
Yeah, obviously,
It's
when
there's an interaction between
yeah,
them.
when you learn how to use those two energies and co-create and combine them, real magic happens. I didn't read what Richard said
Richard
here.
says, "What we do to nature, we do to ourselves."
Oh yes, oh that's so true.
Yeah,
That's so true,
that's
Richard.
reverting back to what we said
What we
earlier.
said earlier on. Sorry, we missed that.
Yeah, and of course we are like I say so often, we are destructing the earth. We're
Mm.
devastating, and of course we have seen that when the shit really hits the fan, it seems like we as a species can do things, but that also always comes with opposites, like in the time when 4 years ago a certain pandemic hit the earth. All of a sudden we could come to put the earth on a standstill. But what happened from there? The divide,
Yeah.
the why don't we just slowly but surely try to solve it now, or more surely than slowly? Actually,
Yeah, well, that was an interesting time, wasn't it?
it was.
Because to me, that was a big push for the spiritual awakening.
Bingo. Yeah.
So many people has woken up to their true potential. They realize that the life they were having is not a good life at all. And I know many people who changed their life completely and went in a completely new direction. And they are so fulfilled right now. And obviously, it destroyed many other aspects as well,
Mhm.
not starting from our freedom,
Yeah.
but
That was really a tower time, as we call it in tarot.
absolutely,
Yeah.
yes, that was a tower moment for
Sudden
humanity.
change. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And we're hitting. We're just it passed over, and we're heading to the next one. I think,
Mm, yeah, there is
as a
something about
species,
it.
as an Earth, as a civilization.
Yeah, if we won't quickly wake up, that's
That's
gonna come
gonna,
in strongly.
yeah,
But
yeah. Let's move over to something more positive.
yes, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. What about doing a small lunar ritual?
Yes, we mentioned at the beginning that we have a
Yeah.
surprise for you guys.
So
This is a ritual you can perform tomorrow, today, or even
whatever.
in 2 days,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
this energy of full moon is really, really strong. And as I said at the beginning, we combined um, aspects of releasing, making space for new to come, as well as taking advantage of this blooming and rapid energy
Yeah.
which we experience right now.
Yeah.
So why don't
Yeah.
we
So it's a ritual you can perform at home, like Luna said, and we might just take the ritual out of the live and put it as a separate video on our channel,
yes,
so
so
you can watch it slowly, pause it, and
yeah, that's a
bring the
good
stuff
idea.
together that you need to perform it.
That's a good
And
idea.
yeah,
So yeah, we're
let's
gonna post it separately, but here as a premiere on Luna and the Druid.
let's make it happen.
Yes.
The Moon in Sagittarius ritual.
Find a serene and comfortable spot, either indoors or outdoors, where you won't be disturbed. Gather supplies, a white or silver candle representing the moon, a small bowl of water symbolizing the moon's influence on tides, sea salt, fresh flowers or herbs representing fertility and the blooming of nature, crystals such as moonstone, selenite or quartz, sage or palo santo for smudging, any other items that feel significant to you, like tarot cards, incense, 2 pieces of paper and a pen. First, light the candle, saying the words,
I light this candle in honor of the Hare Moon. May its light guide me and illuminate my path.
candles symbolize the light you're bringing into your intentions. Spend a moment gazing at the flame, feeling its warmth and light, filling you with calm and focus. Now, light the sage or palo santo and allow the smoke to cleanse your space. As you do this, focus on releasing any negative energy around you. You can also use the smoke to cleanse your crystals. As you cleanse, say these words.
I cleanse this space of all negative energies. Only positive energy may enter here.
Sit comfortably and take a few deep breaths. Visualize roots growing from your body into the earth, grounding you and connecting you to the energy field of the land. Feel the stability and support of the earth beneath you. Spend few minutes meditating. Visualize the full moon light surrounding you, filling you with its energy. Imagine this light cleansing and purifying you, helping you release what no longer serves you. Now, take a piece of paper and write down anything you want to release. This could be fears, habits, negative thoughts, or anything else holding you back. After writing, you can safely burn the paper in a fireproof bowl. Ensure you do this safely, with water nearby to extinguish the flames if necessary. As the paper burns, visualize those things leaving your life. Now, change your focus on what you want to manifest. You can speak your intentions out loud or say it in your head, feeling the power behind your words. Write down your intentions clearly and consistently. For example, I welcome new opportunities for growth in my career. Or I invite love and harmony into my relationships. When you finish, take the bowl of water and add a pinch of salt. This represents the cleansing properties of the ocean and the moon's connection to the water. Place the paper in the bowl of water, saying these words.
As the moon's light guides the tides, may it also guide my intentions towards fulfillment.
Close your ritual by expressing gratitude. Thank the moon for its energy and guidance. Say,
Thank you, Hare Moon, for your guidance and light. May your blessings be with me always.
blow out your candles, taking care to do so with intention, as if sealing your ritual. Reflect and spend a moment reflecting on your experience. Write down any thoughts, feelings, or insights that came up during your ritual. You can write them down in your journal. Be clear and specific about what do you want to let go of and what you wish to invite in your life. Revisit your intentions and goals during the next full moon to track your progress. After the ritual, pour the water from the bowl onto the earth, offering it back to nature along with your intentions. This act symbolizes your commitment to nurturing your goals and dreams. Bury the piece of paper with your intentions in the ground so your intentions can grow. Place your crystals in the moonlight to charge them. If you're inside, place them on a windowsill where the moonlight can reach them. Find a serene and comfortable spot, either indoors or... Sorry, I got some tech issues.
Tech issues. Solve them.
Damn it.
This is life.
I hope you enjoyed it. We really did enjoy creating that ritual and performing it. So make sure to do it within your safe space. And as Jan said, we're going to post it separately so it will be easier to find. And then you can pause in the moments where there is a space for writing down and just go deep.
Yeah.
Take
And yeah.
advantage of that Sagittarius energy and the Sun in Gemini, which will allow you to go deeper.
Yeah, yeah, and we will post the shopping list you need,
Yeah.
and the lyrics of the text that you have to
Everything will
speak
be in
loudly. Yeah,
description,
yeah,
so it would be just easier for you to
for
find.
everybody. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So Jan has got a deck of cards already.
Oh,
So
look,
it
cards.
means one thing.
What shall we do today for cards and for reading? You have an
Um,
idea?
I think we could see what would be a good thing to focus on in the next in upcoming weeks.
Okay. Would that work with 2 cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Will I be picking cards?
Yeah, of course you'll be picking them.
Oh, okay. I will tap into my intuition.
What do we focus on?
What do we focus on? I feel that there was another one to come. Yeah. And the other one, there it is.
How do we do that? Yeah.
There it is.
Where does it lead us, the focus? Yeah.
Where does it lead us? All right. Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited.
6 of discs. In the Thoth, this is called success.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And of course, where shall we focus on? Expansion, growth, more. So in the material world, I, for instance, heard that you, Luna, are in the process of starting up a new business. Bingo. There you have it.
It's actually really funny because I was going to say that when we went for a walk today, that was what we were talking about, how to create successfully, how to bring things into life and what to do. And so it's just another confirmation.
So how does the card work in this perspective? So if we have, for instance, in the ritual, when you have something, you write down in the manifestation part.
Mm.
Boom. Go big. Go big. And you know what I mean with go big there? I remember we had in my teacher training for infinite possibilities, we had to write down our lives in 5 years.
That's a great.
And then we used the megaphone. So I gave my list to another person. For instance, I said I wanted to live on a small holding, which is just a small farm where I'm actually living now, 10 years later. But he said, "Oh yeah, it's going to have a mega farm." So that was the idea of think big, manifest big. For the universe, it doesn't really matter.
That's
if
so
you're
true.
if you're going for small or big, ask big.
Yeah, why not?
And if you just get 25%, well, you still have 25% of big.
That's
so
a
do
good
very
approach.
big.
That's a good approach.
You know, and that's what this card represents. Go big. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Where does it lead to?
It.
Yeah. Wow. The 2 of Wands. Dominion. You're the master in your own life.
Maybe I'll be able to.
Yeah. It's I called this card. This card is called my Alice in Wonderland card.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I love Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, you know why? When Alice is in the rabbit hole, she walks the road. She walks down the road and she encounters the cat.
Yeah.
And
a mysterious cat
on the crossroads, and she asked the cat, "Dear cat, which of these roads shall I take?" And the cat obviously answers, "Where do you want to go?" That's the first question.
Such an important aspect.
Yeah, and then Alice said, "I don't know yet." Then the cat said, "Well, go anywhere. It doesn't really matter." So where does it lead us? Making a choice, making a conscious decision, or just make progress. Go on, but follow the heart. You will go. you will go to independence, you will go to sovereignty, you will go to control over your life. It's a two. It's a two. Anything is still possible. So you're not going anywhere, but you're going towards finding your passion within, finding the purpose in life. By going for success, you'll end up finding your purpose. That's what these two cards say.
That's a wonderful energy coming in. So if you're lucky enough, actually, shall I say, if you're watching it, you're lucky enough because this is the energy which is coming for this beautiful collective of people.
Of course, yeah.
It's fantastic. I have an idea. Just why don't you pick a deck of cards?
For you.
No, in general. Just pick the deck of cards and continue on the reading with oracles. I would do it normally, but because I have our producer on my lap, I don't have much to... Yeah. Oh, my favorite deck.
Did I?
Yeah.
The Soul's Journey.
This is the deck I use in every reading.
From James van Praag.
Every
and I just randomly picked it.
Yeah.
I actually picked it
Fantastic.
completely intuitively. So,
Soul's Journey.
can you take the card and
Yeah.
I'll pick it?
Lovely.
And
Let me shuffle it a little bit. Oh
Of
my
course.
goodness, I'm so enjoying it. You should see your face, by the way, when I said pick a deck. All right. Not yet. All right. There is one card. Oh, it came back. Awesome. Awesome.
One?
Well, let's go for 3 and do pick a card.
Three.
Out of this.
Okay.
I
One,
wouldn't be myself if I wouldn't
two,
pick a card.
and this one. Oh, this one's calling me. So,
Okay.
card number 1. When you want to pick card number 1, this is card number 1. When you do card number 2, and card number 3.
Okay.
So pick a card. Pick a number.
I
Viewers, pick a number
yes.
in your head.
The
1, 2,
deck
3.
is the soul's journey. So it's all about what do we need right now to bring into our life in order to fulfill our purpose, which you mentioned. Let's continue on your reading.
Yeah.
What is that we need? So number 1, number 2, and number 3.
I read my cards. You read
Okay.
your cards.
Number 1. Oh, if you chose number 1, I find inner strength to face fear with confidence. So what you need to focus on is courage. Thank you for bringing it closer.
Courage.
Courage that's something you should tap into it. Perhaps you may notice that right now the situations which come to your life are actually forcing you to step up into that courageous energy of yours. Perhaps you've met a lovely person you're interested in, and now it's the time to make a move and say how you feel about them. Or there is a project you are working on and you are still hesitating on showing it to the world. Do it. Be courageous with every action you take, because the courage is that thing which will move you further ahead in your journey.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful card.
And it's very related to the Two of Wands, which of course means a courageous decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, on the crossroads of your life.
It never stops to amaze me how those things intertwine, even between two readers, how those readings always bring so much truth and how they're interconnected. Okay, number 2. This card will be for you. Oh, wow. I can accomplish what I see in my mind. What you need is discipline. Discipline in taking your actions. Oh, we can see it a little bit. Maybe the blue letters are not too visible. But
can complete what I see in my mind. I can comprehend. Accomplish. I can accomplish what I see in my mind. Wow, that's manifestation.
But discipline is very needed in terms of if we want to bring something into our life, discipline is the way to do it. Obviously, there are other ways as well, but the discipline is that thing which almost guarantees that. So if you want something, be disciplined about taking steps which will lead you towards that goal. It doesn't have to be all at once. If we only do a next step, but be disciplined about it, it will help you to move forward. It will help you to manifest. Um, Maybe there is a bit of discipline you need in terms of your negative habits,
Yeah.
like overindulging in foods, substances like alcohol, other sweets, sugar. Maybe you need to be more disciplined in your health and take more action, move more and be disciplined. And that resonates with me. I am trying to build my routine back when it comes to regular exercise. I move a lot, but I would love to come back to my workout routine. Um, and it's not that easy sometimes. Discipline is a muscle which we need to exercise
Train, yeah.
and train and build strength into it. So the discipline is something you need. And what
A cure for procrastination, actually.
absolutely, I love that. Cure for procrastination is discipline. That's brilliant. But what I see, would you mind to bring this
I'll
card
bring it
closer?
closer. Yeah.
Yes. So is you can I'm really drawn to those puzzles,
Yeah.
which technically they are all random,
Yeah.
but they all bring everything together. And it's really important that baby steps we talk about
The
very
kaleidoscope. Yeah.
often. Yes.
A kaleidoscope of colors.
Yes.
Love it.
Luna's Ferry, hello. So lovely to have you here with us. Would you mind to read that comment? It's too far and
Yes,
I
I
can't
can.
see it.
I can. We can read it together. Luna's fairy says, "Facts. I manifest. I will be a billionaire. Because I know even if I don't get that, I will. I will get a lot of stuff."
Yeah, that's exactly what Jan said. Exactly.
I said last. It was what I said now, and also the last time when we had the star card, I said, "Aim for the moon." Like today, aim for the moon, and when you miss, you'll end up among the stars.
That's I love that saying. By the way, Luna's Ferry, I love that nickname.
Yeah, yeah,
Being Luna here, I love
yeah.
everything. What's
She's your
connected
fairy.
with it. Yes, yeah.
Didn't know you had one.
Last but not least, number 3. If you picked number 3, oh wow, we have here purpose. I know what I am here to do. What is super interesting, by the way, I'll come back into the reading. Those 3 cards are purple. And there are different colors in this deck. And purple represents the spiritual wisdom, the knowledge. So to me, by looking at those cards, I immediately see that it's which card you picked on, answers are within you. You have the knowledge, you have everything what you need. But back to the purpose, because find your why. Ask yourself why you want to manifest that thing, why you want to achieve this or that. Maybe you've been asking yourself, what is my purpose? By asking yourself and your spirit guides, but tapping into that inner wisdom, you will get that answer. You know it. I can guarantee you know it already. You may be scared to admit, or you may be scared to dream big, but it is within you. And what really brings my attention here, first of all, the images are very similar here with this shape, but I'm really drawn to the color green here in this area, which represents the heart. So your purpose is within your heart. Ask your heart, what is that it wants? What is that it yearns to do, be, feel? And that's how you're going to find your purpose. Ask why. This is all I keep hearing constantly. Like, ask what is your why, and this will help you to find the answer to that question. Maybe you feel like you've lost your purpose. You have lack of a desire, lack of path. You lack of direction. So it is important right now to find some time, sit with yourself and find that purpose, find that something, find that drive, find something which will make you get out of bed excited for the day, and just do it.
Yeah.
Simple as it is. Don't overthink it, rather feel it.
And the cards together, the five cards together are lovely. A lovely a lovely thing for the two of
Yeah,
wands. For the two of wands, I already said this is the
it's
card that
that
calls
expansion.
your to your purpose. And of course,
Yeah,
here we have the expansion of success, and then that comes with courageous action, discipline, and finding
beautiful.
purpose, finding your why. Why do you want it?
Beautiful. I really enjoyed this reading. It
Yeah,
was so much fun
yeah.
to do it.
So if you're looking
Yes.
for a reading, guidedbyLuna.com,
yantetarot.com.
book your reading.
Yeah.
And
Also, if you would like to meet Jan in person, the Mind Body Festival is still driving around the island. So,
yes, we're in
where is the next time?
Clonmel, Tipperary.
Oh, Tipperary, watch
Yes.
out. So, go to Jan's website, more details
Yeah.
will be
Also,
there.
where of the events where I met with the dates and the
Mhm.
location. So, yeah,
Lovely.
lovely, lovely.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget, if you're not haven't done that already, to subscribe to this video, like it, push the notification button, so you'll be informed of our upcoming shows.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here with us. It was a pleasure. And see you next time.
See you next time. Goodbye.